I was out in Hollywood last week, right? That was my first mistake. And this creepy drunk guy comes up and uses probably the worst pickup line you could ever possibly use on a tall girl. He's like, "Damn, girl, you're really tall." So I was just like, "Not for a man." And he went away. There's upsides to being this height, though. I will say, I think I'd be very difficult to kidnap. Right? A lot of limbs to wrangle. Unless the guy just happens to have like horse tranquilizers in a U-Haul, they're probably going for someone fun size and portable. Like you. Or one of my friends. Nobody kidnap her. Us girls gotta stick together, right, ladies? So half of you agree. That's good. The left half of the room. We're all good. No, I'm on a girl power kick. Really into women's rights lately. I think as a woman, it's super important that I fight for my right to stay at home and not work. Yeah. Also my right to work, just only if I want to. The right to have men pay for everything, including the sex if it's bad. Yeah. And I do think equal pay is super, super important. But if I'm honest, I feel like certain jobs are generally better suited for one sex or the other. And maybe this is selfish, but these are the things I think about, okay? Like, if I'm trapped in my fifth floor apartment and the building's on fire and I see that the firefighter coming up the ladder to save me is a chick, gonna be fucking disappointed. I'm huge. What's she gonna do? Keep me company? Like braid each other's hair while we burn to death? Like, there's a reason I started this fire, okay? I want Joe Manganiello to come up the ladder in his little magic mic getup and carry me to safety, or no, strip, and then carry me to safety and make out with me. I don't think us girls make great navigators. Yeah, no one's disagreeing with me there, right? I typed into Google, because I don't know anything about history, famous female navigator or explorer, right? One name came back, Amelia Earhart. We all know how that ended. Not great, you know? Sometimes people are like, what about Dora? Who's even seen her lately? But, there's also jobs I feel like aren't really well suited for men, right? Like pretty much anything that requires listening. The men didn't laugh because they're not listening. Can you tell I'm single? I feel like I radiate bitterness. Or maybe it's the cat hair all over my pants. I don't know. I call it man repellent. It works great. And it sucks because, like, lately all of my friends keep getting pregnant on purpose. They've always got pregnant. We didn't post about it on Facebook before, you know? So I have to go to all these baby showers, or as I call them, going away parties. See you in 18 years, maybe. And you're supposed to get them a gift. I'm like, I'm never gonna see you again. What's the point of this? I would have given you a condom. It's not my fault you got a womb squatter. I think it's mostly just because, like, I really want to get married, you guys. Like, I really want a wedding. I don't want a husband. I just want a big party that's all about me, where I get to wear a frilly expensive dress and a tiara and get lots of presents and have sex at the end of the night. Right? I guess what I really want is a quinceañera. But my dad says I'm too old. What a dick, right? Because marriage, that's a serious commitment. That's a contract to spend your life with somebody. And I think it needs to be updated for modern times and short attention spans like mine, right? Maybe they could make it like a cell phone contract. For 2 years, it's impossible to get out, even if the communication's a little patchy, you just gotta work through it, right? But at the end of 2 years, you have the option to renew for another 2 years, upgrade to a family plan, or get out and find a better service provider. Thank you. I take it there's a lot of married people here tonight. I'm optimistic, though. I don't know. Maybe I just haven't met the right person. Because my parents are amazing. They've been married almost 42 years. Yeah. To 7 different people. But still. Not at the same time. We're not Mormon or anything. But, like, we don't really have a family tree. We have, like, a family tumbleweed. Just keeps rolling along, picking up dirt and debris. Like, none of us know how we're related to each other. We just know who not to fuck. I got really exciting news, though, recently. We have a new child in our family. My new stepmom. My dad is 78 and just married lucky number 4. She's 39. Yeah, I'm 32. So, I don't know, it's kind of cool because we have a lot in common. Like, we're both 6 foot and blonde, and neither of us should be married to my dad. So, I like to bring her down a couple notches in public. I call her, like, the worst possible thing I could. Mom. And I bribe all my nieces and nephews to call her Grandma. 38. But there's only one person I like to mess with more than her, and that's my dad. I was a bad kid. He left me home once at his house and was like, don't have people over while he went out of town. This is like 5 years ago. And he came home early from his trip and busted this big party at his house. And the only thing I could think of to do at the time was to be like, surprise, welcome home, I threw you a party. Like, and not like he believed me, but because he laughed, I got in less trouble. And I think I was onto something, you guys, and feel free to use this. It's a good one, okay? If you're ever busted or in an awkward situation, if you just act like that's exactly what was supposed to happen and yell surprise, it'll all work out, all right? Like, let's say your spouse walks in on you cheating. Just be like, surprise, we're having a threesome, get in here. Yeah. You never specified what sex you wanted the third person to be, so this is your fault. Or like your parents walk in on you having sex, just be like, surprise, I'm sexually active. I planned a presentation for you. Or you sleep with someone for the first time and it's horrible and you never want to see him again. Just be like, surprise, that'll be $200. Thank you guys so much. My name's Camilla Cleese.